On Overdrive today, it's an out-and-out electric show. From the review of the Tata Tigor EV to auto manufacturers celebrating World EV Day to the 2021 Green Drive organized by Argo EV Smart. Hello and welcome to Overdrive. I am Soini Dutt. The World EV Day was celebrated on 9th of September, but the thought of sustainable mobility should be an everyday thought, which is why we decided to celebrate electric vehicles on today's show. We'll start off with the Tigor EV that now comes with more power and also boasts of a 4-star Global NCAP safety rating. Let's take a look.
India's most affordable electric vehicle is a heavy cross to bear, and it's one that's been given to the updated Tigor EV that now operates on Tata's high voltage Ziptron EV architecture borrowed from the Nexon EV. But the powertrain in this has been detuned, and considering the price that it comes in at, is the Tigor EV with the Ziptron EV architecture really India's most affordable EV that should interest you? As for the new Tigor EV, a new grille, ADAM, projector headlamps and smartly designed steel wheels spruce up the design versus the previous iteration. Like the Nexon EV, it's virtually identical to its fossil fuel powered sibling, the Tigor facelift that launched last year. It's available in two colors, and if you like the Tigor, you'll like the EV by extension, though personally I'm not a big fan of the truncated boot. It's a similar story in the cabin, with the gear lever's place being taken by the rotary drive mode selector, which can be a little fiddly to use. The facelifted Tigor's digital instrumentation now displays state of charge, rates your driving and the level of regen braking. It's a comfortable place to be, if a little Spartan for the asking price, and the door pockets are a little on the slim side. The Tigor EV is available in three variants, XE, XM and XZ Plus, with the base XE's standout-worthy features only being climate control and reversing sensors. The mid-spec XM actually seems like the best bet for the value hunter, while our car is the top XZ Plus dual-tone variant with the full features list. That being said, safety comes standard across the range, with the Tigor EV being the first EV to be crash tested by the Global NCAP with a 4-star safety rating, same as the petrol Tigor. 2 airbags ABS with EBD are standard, though no ISOFIX anchor points are available. The battery is safe too, with IP67 waterproof rating and industry certification against nail penetration at a cell level. Unlike many other electric vehicles out there, the batteries for the Tigor EV, as they are in the Nexon EV, are set under the rear seat. So that means the floor itself isn't sat higher up, which means you don't have that typical EV slightly knees up in your face feeling. The legroom is the same as in the petrol variant, and the headroom, though it's a little short, it pretty much remains the same. What you do get in the Nexon EV is just the feeling of a little more width, a little more space, and of course adjustable head restraints and rear AC vents. Where the Tigor EV loses out to the petrol Tigor is in boot space, thanks to the higher boot floor forcing the spare wheel into the luggage compartment. The largest compact sedan boot at 419 litres in the petrol is down to 316 litres with the electric. Again, comparisons to the Nexon EV are inevitable, with the SUV boasting of a more usable 350-litre boot. While the high-voltage Ziptron EV architecture is borrowed from the Nexon EV, the electric motor is all new, smaller and lighter than the motor in that crossover, and outputs 75 PS and 170 Nm of torque. The 26 kWh battery is smaller in capacity too, but gives the Tigor EV an ARAI certified driving range of 306 km on a single charge. Similarly, a 0 to 80% charge is possible in 65 minutes via a 25 kW DC fast charger, with the supplied AC charger needing 8 hours 45 minutes for the same. Right, so your initial impressions of the Tigor EV are going to be of an obviously very silent performer. Now the spec sheet might leave you a little disappointed, but in its regular drive mode, it's absolutely adequate for city driving. For most people in regular city driving, regular drive mode is what they'd want. There is definitely enough power and torque on call for quick city overtakes. They're not blindingly quick in the way that electric vehicles can be, but the torque is well metered out and it won't take relatively novice drivers by surprise. With the Tigor EV now inheriting the Nexon EV's Ziptron electric vehicle architecture, that means it's also inherited its largest drawback, which is the fact that it lacks traction control or an electronic stability program. Of course, in the Tigor EV, with its cut power and torque figures, that's not as big an issue. Where that does come into play is on a wet day like today, if you're pulling away from low speed turns, like this U-turn for example, if you are not careful with your throttle application, there will be wheel spin and there will be understeer and the car will want to push on through. Now, it's obviously a matter of getting used to it, but for a new driver, that peril of driving an electric car still does remain, but that's only when it's set in the S mode. The learning curve for driving the Tigor EV is nice and gradual. Even the regenerative braking, which sometimes catches people off guard, is very progressive in this car.
We're not done with the review of the Tigor EV just yet. There are still a few things that you need to know about this particular sedan. And we also catch up with the auto manufacturers to know their thoughts on the World EV Day. Stay tuned, you're watching Overdrive. Welcome back, you're watching Overdrive. If you've just joined us, we're in the midst of reviewing the Tata Tigor EV powered by the Ziptron EV technology. Let's take a look.
Tata has tweaked the regen braking parameters versus the Nexon EV, where the braking could feel a lot more abrupt. This results in smoother coasting behavior when off the throttle. So when you're cruising in the Tigor EV at about 60 and you take your foot off the throttle, it very gradually ramps up the regen braking, and it's definitely not for one pedal driving because the car won't slow down enough, and it definitely won't slow down to walking speeds by itself. Tata's range of small cars have always been known for their pretty exceptional ride quality, and the Tigor EV is no different. In fact, it may just ride a little better than its petrol counterpart just by virtue of the weight being carried low. The suspension and steering has also been retuned for the Tigor EV to offer an experience that's more in tune with the seamless torque delivery from the electric powertrain. Not that many owners are going to be hustling their Tigor EV, but the handling feels fairly neutral with the weight carried down low like we said, and the steering does feel precise enough even though it's not particularly agile. The Tigor EV isn't meant to be that car, so it gives you a nice sense of calm confidence instead. And as we've seen with the Nexon EV's real-world range, which hovers between 200 to 240 in regular driving, expect about the same from the smaller, lower, therefore slightly better aerodynamically efficient Tigor EV. With figures extrapolated from our efficiency testing, you could probably expect around 225 kilometers or more if you're driving in the city, and about 200 kilometers of highway driving, but of course this depends on your driving style. On its own, the Tigor EV is a likeable, comfortable, zero-emissions car best suited for city use. Priced between Rs 11.99 to 12.99 lakh ex-showroom before any subsidies, the asking price may seem a little high for what is essentially a cost-competitive compact sedan with an electric powertrain. As an initiation into EVs, it would make sense for a lot of people, though we can't help but think even a base Nexon EV is still the more compelling buy thanks to the extra space, features and power that come standard.
I hope that review answered all your questions about the Tigor EV. In fact, as I mentioned at the start of the show, we celebrated the World EV Day on 9th of September, and we decided to catch up with the various auto manufacturers, the electric auto manufacturers in India to get their thoughts on the World EV Day. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Shailesh Chandra from Tata Motors. Wish you all a very happy World EV Day. As we all know that the entire world is facing the crisis of climate change, specifically talking about India, we have the additional problem of having the most polluted city in the country. Tata Motors in the next 5 years is committed to launched 10 models and is also working on creating the entire ecosystem which makes the electrification more sustainable in the country. And I would urge all of you, please consider buying electric vehicles because they are clean to the environment, they are very zippy in their performance, they give you a very good advantage as far as running cost and maintenance is concerned, and it's time really to evolve to electric.
On this World EV Day, I would like to wish you all a healthy, green and environment-friendly journey with Hyundai. As a leading smart mobility solutions provider, Hyundai has been driving the renaissance of electric vehicles. We introduced India's first electric SUV Kona and continue to redefine experiences for a brighter and better tomorrow.
Rapidly shifting away from fossil fuels, reducing pollution and mitigating carbon emissions, which is responsible for climate change, are the core societal goals driving shift towards electrification. We need to ensure speedy adoption of full range of electrified vehicles because every new vehicle that we put on the road today will leave its footprint and impact on the environment for the next 10 to 15 years, the life of the vehicle. Consumer adoption is the key to pace of electrification. Hence, challenges of higher price and charging infrastructure need to be addressed early. Toyota is a pioneer in electrification and has full range of electrified technologies and is targeting global new vehicle sales of about 5.5 million XEVs per year by 2025, 1 million of which are going to be battery electric or FCEVs, hydrogen vehicles. In India, we are fully committed towards mass electrification with Make in India, not only for India but also for export. I'm Vikram Gulati, Country Head and Senior Vice President of Toyota Kirloskar Motors. Wish you a happy World EV Day.
Hello, I'm Martin Schrink, Managing Director and CEO of Mercedes-Benz India. Almost exactly a year ago, Mercedes-Benz India pioneered the luxury EV segment. The EQC has attracted a lot of customer interest, so much that we have decided to expand our network for it. You will find all over India, in close to 50 cities, a dealer for the EQC. Mercedes-Benz globally is following an aggressive EV strategy from electric first to electric only in the next couple of years. So watch this space and stay fully charged.
Audi India recently launched e-tron brand in India. Under this brand, we've launched not just one but 3 electric cars. And I'm extremely happy to share with you that we've got a fantastic response from our customers. To add to this, in the next coming weeks, we will be launching 2 more electric cars in India. And we want to contribute towards the future of electric mobility. And I wish all of you a happy EV Day.
Hi, I'm Rohit Suri, President and MD of Jaguar Land Rover India. On the occasion of World EV Day, my wish and desire is for everyone to go electric. It will help to make our cities pollution-free, noise-free, and last but not the least, make it easier for our lungs to breathe. Electric vehicles, especially the Jaguar I-Pace, are full of super cool tech stuff, fun to drive, and easy to charge up just like a mobile phone from the convenience of your home or a public charger. So, once again, let's go electric and do our bit for a cleaner, greener, and sustainable future for our children and ourselves. Wishing all of you a very happy World EV Day.
Welcome to World's EV Day. I'm Gaurav from Team MG in India. We have started our journey at MG with India's first pure electric internet SUV, ZS EV. With this, we believe that we are starting our bit towards a clean environment and sustainability. As an EV, zero emissions, reduce our CO2 carbon footprint, and of course, all of us have to do to change what we can. Join us in this entire movement and join us on World EV Day.
This is Manu Saxena, TVS Motor Company, and I lead the future mobility practice here. We at TVS have been pioneers and leaders in bringing the green technology to our customers, and our launching of iQube last year is exactly in the same domain. We also find that our customers who have bought iQube are really delighted by the new experience it delivers. It comes with a completely noiseless, connected experience, and it is topped up by the quality and peace of mind which is given by TVS. I would like to wish all the entire fraternity who's focused on EV great success and great luck, and look forward to a much more exciting series of EV days in future.
Hi, I'm Anjali Ratan, Business Chairman, Ratan India Enterprises Limited. We invested in Revolt, which is a leading electric motorbike company in India. We firmly believe in EVs since we want to reduce air pollution and carbon emissions. Cleaner environment will go a long way in preventing climate change. I firmly believe that people in India will adopt EVs over conventional vehicles much faster than anyone can imagine. Wishing you a very happy EV day, stay healthy and live green.
They all make a very compelling case for electric vehicles. In fact, we'll let you ponder on that for a couple of minutes while we take a very short break. On the other side, we catch up with a rally called the Green Drive, which was organized by Argo EV Smart in the capital city. Welcome back. Here with us on Overdrive. Argo EV Smart is one of the leading developers and installers of electric vehicle systems in India. They're credited with over 100 installations across the length and breadth of India, and they organized what is called the Green Drive in Faridabad recently. Let's take a look. While EV adoption is still very much at an infancy stage in India, some might call early adopters of electric vehicles revolutionaries. They're the team batting for a cleaner and pollution-free environment. To promote a more sustainable and eco-friendly way of life, Argo EV, a smart electric vehicle charging station powered by our power solution from Faridabad, Haryana, brought together 100 EV owners to participate in what was aptly called Green Drive 2021.
The idea behind this eco drive was just to make the people of India as well as people of Faridabad to make the awareness about the electric charging stations as well as electric cars, ताकि वो गाड़ियाँ खरीदें इस अवेयरनेस के थ्रू उनको पता चले कि लाइफ के लिए कितना ज़रूरी है प्रदूषण से मुक्त भारत, और ये गाड़ियाँ जिसमें उनकी मदद करेंगी। और इन गाड़ियों को खरीदने के बाद जो चार्जिंग स्टेशन होने चाहिए, और हम लोग एज ए आर्गो ईवी स्मार्ट ब्रांड फरीदाबाद में और पूरे पैन इंडिया हम लोग पिछले 2 सालों से चार्जिंग स्टेशंस को लगा रहे हैं। हम लोग इंफ्रा लगा रहे हैं लोगों के लिए ताकि गाड़ियाँ प्रमोट हों, गाड़ियाँ बढ़ें और भारत एक प्रदूषण मुक्त होने की मुहिम में आगे बढ़े। ये जो रेवोल्यूशन चल रहा है ईवी का।
The Green Drive took to the streets of Faridabad, which is home to the company's electric journey, to install charging stations in India. Till date, the eco-conscious brand has already installed over 100 fast charging stations across the country and is credited with installation for Indian Oil and OEMs like Audi India, Porsche and even London Electric Vehicle Company.
I have 3 electric vehicles with me. What you see over here is the Hyundai Kona. Then I have 2 Nexon EVs and one E2O. For the past 6 years, I have been very much focused to make sure that we go towards green. And of course, this rally is the focal point for promoting electric mobility in India. We have to go towards a pollution-free, which is a sustainable India. And in terms of cost dependence, our import for crude can also come out because we have a lot of alternative sources for generating electric power. So electric vehicle, I would say, would be the best form of mobility in the next years to come.
People who think that the green revolution, the EVs, they use a lot of electricity or they are quite expensive. No, that's not the truth. Once you start using an EV, trust me, you will realize they are the most cheapest vehicles to be driven on the roads right now. And the cost which you are looking at, it gets recovered within a couple of years. And I think we should sacrifice this much at least for the environment and looking forward towards our families and nation's health. We had to, look forward towards such rallies. So we are very excited because they promote all the awareness and people should know about electric vehicles. I choose it because I want to breathe healthy. I want my family to breathe healthy and I want all the nation to breathe healthy.
एज ए ब्रांड टाउन भी कंपनी है, टाउन भी शहर के लोग हैं हम लोग। फरीदाबाद को हम बिग मेट्रोपॉलिटन नहीं कह सकते, छोटे शहरों के लोगों को भी प्रोत्साहन देना चाहते हैं कि आप लोग कहीं भी, क्योंकि ये वो रेस है कि जो जहाँ खड़ा होगा ना वो वहाँ से रेस जीत सकता है। तो उन लोगों के लिए ये मौका है कि जितना आगे जा सकते हैं और एक रेवोल्यूशन है, क्रांति है। और इस क्रांति में भारत सरकार के साथ हम लोग सारे स्टेट सरकारों के साथ हम लोग उनका साथ देना चाहते हैं और अपने लेवल पे जो भी अच्छा होगा पोल्यूशन मुक्त भारत बनाने की मुहिम में हम आगे बढ़ेंगे।
It's time to wrap up this week's edition of Overdrive. We'll stay in touch with you through Facebook, Twitter as well as YouTube. You can follow our latest updates on Instagram as well. We'll see you next week. Until then, goodbye. Many thanks for watching.